What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for Sports. All right, so before I get into this video, I want to give a big shout out once again to the brother Robert Mason coming through with a donation, a $10 donation via the PayPal. All right, much respect to you. I saw your note. You know, hey, we know how it is with Draymond Green, man. You know, hopefully the Golden State Warriors will make the right decision on their future. All right? Fuck what the media says. I agree with your sentiments exactly when it comes to Draymond Green and the future of the organization, you know. But anyway, much respect to you for showing love to the channel. And to anyone that want to show love to this channel, if you choose to, you can do so in the links in the description box below via the PayPal or the Cash App or in the pinned comment in the comment section below. So, we've come to the conclusion of this list. Just my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with it, but this has been rather fun. The top 10 most NBA-ready players in the history of the game. Now, just to do a brief recap, of course, at number 10, I had the Big E, Elvin Hayes. At number 9, I had Wes Unseld. At number 8, I had, of course, the big fundamental, Tim Duncan. That had a little bit of a brain fart. At number 8, I had Tim Duncan. At number 7, I had Larry Legend, Larry Bird. At number 6, Irvin Magic Johnson. At number 5, the late, great Bill Russell. At number 4, Oscar Robertson. At number 3, Michael Jordan. At number 2, Wilt Chamberlain. And at number 1, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, formerly known as Lou Alcindor, of course. I just can't think of any other more logical choice for number 1. When you look at the fact that he was the first player to play 20 years in the NBA, he was, from day one, a historic force in the NBA. I mean, when you look at the fact that he won and was so dominant on all levels of basketball, starting from prep, you know what I'm saying, from prep to college to pro, he won on all levels. He was unstoppable. He had the single most unstoppable shot in the history of the game. He was so dominant that the NCAA banned the dunk to slow him down. And that's when you have true greatness. When an institution implements rules to try to slow you down just to even up the competition. You know, but people don't understand when I make that argument. When I say, well, some players, the NBA made rules to try to slow them down, whereas with some players, they benefited from certain rules that the NBA has implemented. But they look at that as hating, you know, but they don't want to hear it. But Lou Alcindor, I mean, the all-time leading scorer in NBA history, at least for a little bit longer, a little while longer. We know a certain player from Akron, now in LA, wants to supplant him, and the league will do everything they can to protect him to make sure he's able to do it. But, I mean, look, starting in high school, all right? In high school, he was 6'8", 6'9", when he entered high school, I believe. And in high school for Power Memorial, I think it was called Power Memorial Academy, if I'm not mistaken, he scored 2,067 total points, which at the time was a record for a high school player. He won 3 consecutive city championships, and that team had a 71-game winning streak, and overall, in 81 games, they went 79-2. All right? So he's one of the most dominant high school basketball players we've ever seen. With the exception of Skip Bayless's demented mind, Lou Alcindor, aka Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, is the consensus GOAT in college. All right. I mean, look, Michael Jordan was great, man, but Lou Alcindor was on a whole nother level. Okay. Now, back in those days, freshmen did not play. That rule wasn't changed until 1972. So, the 3 years that he played at UCLA, they won 3 national titles. In his first game playing with UCLA, when he was a sophomore, he scored 56 points. His first game, which broke the record that was previously held by Gail Goodrich. As a matter of fact, as far as his collegiate accomplishments, 3-time NCAA champion, 3-time NCAA Final Four most outstanding player, 3-time National College Player of the Year, 3-time consensus first team All-American. His number 33, of course, is retired by the Bruins. Going back to high school, 2-time Mr. Basketball USA, 3-time first team Parade All-American, and he was simply one of the greatest, if not the greatest, usually considered the greatest collegiate basketball player ever. During his tenure with UCLA, they had a 47-game winning streak, and they went 88-2. 88-2 with him at the helm at center. 88-2. His first year in UCLA, he averaged 29 points and 15.5 rebounds on 67% shooting. His junior year, he averaged 26.2 points, 16.5 rebounds on 61% shooting. And his senior year, he averaged 24 points and 14.7 rebounds on 64% shooting. Now, suffice to say that when he became eligible for the NBA draft, he was a hot commodity. One of the things that was a benefit, a boom from the NCAA instituting that dunk ban is that it actually forced Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to work on his actual game. And he had been developing that hook shot for years, but he just perfected it to the point where I said before, it's the greatest weapon in NBA history. It's not Dirk Nowitzki's one-legged fadeaway. It's not Michael Jordan's fadeaway. It is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's skyhook. Now, it came down to 2 teams in 1968. 2 new teams. Either he was going to play for the Phoenix Suns or the Milwaukee Bucks. There was a 50-50 chance for each team. It came down to a coin toss. And ultimately, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was selected by the Milwaukee Bucks. The year before he came there, the Bucks were only 27-55. 27-55, horrible new franchise. Just the addition of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in 1969 pushed them from 27 victories to 56 wins. 56 wins. That's what you call an instant impact dominant player. Now, just the numbers don't tell the whole story, but his rookie year, he averaged 28.8 points, 14.5 rebounds, and 4.1 assists. Now, they didn't track blocks his rookie year, but it's guesstimated that he averaged somewhere around 6 blocks per game his rookie year. Somewhere around 6 blocks per game. He shot 52% from the floor overall and 65% from the foul line. He was the NBA Rookie of the Year in 1970, as well as being on the NBA All-Rookie First Team. His 28.8 points per game is amongst the highest ever for a rookie player, amongst the highest ever for a rookie. And of course, it was the very next year when he teamed up with the great Oscar Robertson that he delivered a championship to the Milwaukee Bucks. And it would be the last championship that they would win until Giannis delivered one a year or so ago for the Bucks as well. Soon afterward, of course, he would change his name from Lou Alcindor to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar after he officially converted to Islam. And, the rest is history, man. The guy just, he's arguably the greatest player of all time. When you really look at it, when you really look at his resume, he has an exceptional argument for GOAT. Exceptional. But anyway, number one, in my opinion, the great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.